The most successful campaign has been the Spay and Neuter campaign. Everybody now thinks that when you have nuts on a dog, what are you doing, right? Now it's like, go get your animal spayed and neutered. That has saved countless lives. When I was a kid in a shelter, they would just put all the dogs in a room and turn the gas on. They don't do that anymore because we're not euthanizing rooms full of dogs anymore. We're doing one by one because we're trying to find animals homes, and we're limiting the amount of animals dying out, like feral cats and stuff. So to say that we have something like that and we were able to do it without veterinarians were the people who were the end of the spear on the most successful animal rights campaign in the last 150 years. So how do you reconcile that with the vegan ethics? Like, veterinarians are the ones pushing for spay and neuter, and it's not to make money. Practically, plenty of them are doing it for free. We met people at VMX who have volunteers doing it. Crystal goes to the Navajo Nation and teaches them how to freaking spay and neuter dogs and cats. Like, that sounds pretty vegan to me.
Well, we don't get the consent of the animals before we spay and neuter them. So that's
consent
some of
goes,
the more radical vegans have said, like, it's bad to spay and neuter.
I've wrestled with that question. I don't know if you have. Have you thought about that at all, Crystal?
I think that just like having human children, you have to do what's in their best interest, and it's in their best interest to spay and neuter them. They are healthier. They don't have to risk getting mammary tumors, pyometras, unwanted pregnancies, having to feed their babies, having to use more resources. Like, animals who aren't spayed and neutered have to eat 20% more calories, and that usually means eating 20% more other animals. So I think it's in the best interests of all animals to be spayed and neutered. They're much happier not having this hormonal drive to breed. So I think it's in their best interest. And if they had the choice, they would choose.
Yeah, you hope to. We have to kind of like, I also think that consent kind of goes out the window when we took these animals and domesticated them and took them out of the Egyptian deserts and stuck them in Idaho and let them run rampant. And like, it's just, consent left the chat a long time ago with pet animals. I'm sorry. We have to start making decisions on their behalf because we painted ourselves in a corner.